Rachel Reeves says the latest UK GDP figures are encouraging, that we beat expectations. Real GDP growth in the second quarter of 2025 was 0.3%. Annualised, that suggests a yearly growth rate of around 1.2%. Now, let's put that in context. Since the end of the Second World War, the UK's average growth rate has been around 2.5%. To repair 14 years of austerity and decades of cuts to our public services, we'd need to be well above that average, not limping along at half speed. And when you look at the trends since Labour came into power, there's nothing in the data to suggest that they've made any impact at all. From the first quarter of 2022 to the second quarter of 2025, quarterly growth has been consistently modest. No clear upward shift, no surge, no sign of a transformative economic plan taking hold. The Office for Budget Responsibility's forecasts make it even clearer. Their most recent projection in March 2025, shown by the green columns, expects annual growth until 2029 to hover around 1.75%. That is sluggish by historic standards, well below the post-war average of 2.5%, as shown by this additional column. It's barely enough to keep living standards from falling further. The outlook is actually getting worse. Just last October, a few months after Labour took office, the OBR was predicting 2% growth for 2025. By March, that forecast had been halved down to 1%, the opposite of encouraging. Let's be honest, this economy is not on the mend. The country is falling apart, from crumbling infrastructure to struggling public services, and nothing in the government's plans amounts to anywhere near the scale of investment required to change that. We need a massive programme of public investment, upgrading rail, rebuilding the NHS, building new homes, restoring local government, not tinkering around the edges with policies that keep us locked inside the failed framework of neoliberal economics. And yet that's exactly what we're getting, tinkering. The government is behaving as though the old economic orthodoxy still works, as if the market will deliver if only we keep the investors happy. That model is broken. Now, there's another point worth making. We shouldn't fall into the trap of treating growth as the ultimate goal. Growth in itself is not prosperity. You can grow GDP while most people get poorer, public services crumble, and the environment degrades. The real question is, growth of what? If we're not growing fairness, sustainability and quality of life, then GDP growth is just a number. But here's the problem. Right now, we're not even getting the growth that the system worships. And while ministers tell us it's all going to plan, the numbers and the lived reality say otherwise. That's not encouragement, that's gaslighting. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I'd be grateful for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.